Okay guys, so this is Keith Rainville here. So listen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video strictly on cutting the meat today, okay? A few of my other videos that I do cut the meat have some a recipe involved and some other stuff. So I want to get into just cutting the meat. Now this is a Black Angus top round here, friends. This is what we use here at the Fat Yankee. And we're going to show you how to cut this up today, guys. So listen, this is the tag. We got this from Sam's Club. We get all of our Black Angus beef from Sam's Club. And this here unit is an XL product, okay? So this is a great product, guys. I'm going to unwrap this here, and then I'm going to show you how to get into cutting this meat. And we're going to slice it, and we're going to do make some nice beef jerky out of this, okay, guys? So, all right, stick with me, guys. I'm going to unwrap this, and we'll get back to showing you how to slice this up. Okay, guys, we are back. So, listen, we've got our top round here all unwrapped. And I don't know, I did a close-up on the price. I don't know if you guys could see the price on this. I got this actually for a real good price, $2.88 a pound. I think they might have made a mistake on that. But you're usually going to pay in between that range all the way up to $3.60 a pound for this stuff, okay? So again, this is the XL beef, guys. We're going to get into this. We're going to start trimming it. It's real important to make sure your knife is nice and sharp, guys, to make the good cuts so you're not, struggling, okay? So I've got a certain way I like to do this. Now again, guys, this is a top round beef, okay? So this is actually the hind quarter of the cow here. And I like to stop with the top and then top of the meat, and then I'll get into the back, which has a little bit more gristle on it, okay? So it's real important, my friends, that when we're cutting this stuff up, we want to take all that gristle off, okay? So I'm going to get right into that, guys. And I'm going to take this pan over here, and I'm going to throw my scrap right in the pan. And I'm going to take all this silver skin off. You can't see it from that side, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this off, and you can get in and you can kind of see that. And as I take that off, my friends, I'm going to lift the meat right up like this. Lift that silver skin right up so I don't take and cut into the beef, because we'll lose a lot of good quality meat if we take too much of the beef off of this piece of Black Angus, okay? So I'm gonna just lift this up, guys, and that pulls that fat right off like that. Nice and easy, guys. So this, once you get the hang of this, guys, and once you start doing this for a while, you get a certain rhythm and a certain method that you kind of use, all the time, okay? So see how I'm taking all this nice silver skin and fat off. Now, here at the Fat Yankee, I do a bunch of these every single Monday and Tuesday. We're cutting up probably at least 8 to 10 cases a week, and I can usually do a bunch of these top rounds, probably about 3 to 4 cases in an hour. And once you get, again, like a system going on, you're able to do this quick, okay? So I'm almost done here with the top, guys, and I'm bringing it around and show you what that looks like when I'm done. And now, none of this stuff, guys, this gristle here, will go to waste. You could take this gristle right here and make some beautiful Black Angus hamburger, make meatloaf out of it, meatballs, whatever you like. But as you can see, guys, there's not much gristle left on the top of this top round. And this here meat is, again, like I mentioned, XL, okay? So this stuff is very well cut, and it's also what's called denuded, which means it doesn't have the cap on, okay? So it doesn't have a big cap of fat on it, okay? So I'm just gonna trim this bottom out here, guys. And again, what I refer to as silver skin is some pretty tough skin, and a lot of times I don't really grind that up either, because it is so tough, and I don't want to make I don't want to make hamburger out of that, because again, it's real tough. But I'm just taking off all this fat here, guys, just like this. All right, we're almost done. So I'm going to show you how to cut this stuff up after we get this all trimmed, and how to make those nice steaks that you see in the store, okay? Because a lot of folks don't realize this, but top round is actually a cooking term. I'm sorry, a London broil is actually a cooking term, okay? So people call this top round beef London broils. And again, that's just a cooking term. This is a top round, and this is what they get those nice London broil steaks from, okay? It's almost done. Right down here again is all that silver skin. And we're going to take that right out. Get rid of that. And I'm going to cut this into some nice steaks, okay? All right. This is looking nice and lean, guys. Again, like I said, once you start doing this for a while, you get to know where all that fat kind of hangs out, right? All right, so this is almost there. All right, so now, one more piece over here. Okay. And just make sure, guys, you always be careful with the knife. Make sure you're always in control of that knife blade. And this is a piece here that I got to take out. All right. Okay, my friends, we are done. So I am going to take this nice, trimmed up Black Angus beef, and I'm going to cut this into some London Broil steaks, and then I'm going to slice this up and show you how to do that for jerky in another video, okay? So this is what I do. I take this, and I'll just chop this right down the middle like this, my friends. All right? And now, all I have to do is, if you'll see, look at that nice London Broil steak coming together here, right? So I'm going to take this, and now, when you're chopping up any kind of meat, you always want to make sure that you're chopping the meat up or slicing it against the grain, okay? So even when we're going to do our slicing later on with this, we're going to put these nice London Broil steaks. You see that? Nice London Broils. We're going to put these right in the slicer, again, against the grain. Because of the fact that if you put these and you're cutting these with the grain, any kind of meat that you cut with the grain is going to be, it's come out real tough, okay? So it's a lot more tender when you cut it against the grain, okay, guys? So we got our steaks here. We're gonna throw this in there, and nice steaks. All right, so we're gonna make light work of this, guys. Just like that. Throw that little piece of scrap over there. Now, once in a while, in some of these pieces, you get a little piece of silver skin that hides here and there, and again, you start to know where they are. That's that. Chop this up. Alright, here we go. Some nice beef jerky over here. Looking like some good beef jerky, alright? Again, I like to cut this eye off on the side, and I get right in here, and there's a little piece of gristle that always hides out in that corner. Alright, just like that. There we go. Alright, guys, this is it. So this is how we cut up a full top round, how we slice it up into steaks. And we're going to break those steaks down and make nice thick slices for beef jerky, okay? And there's one more spot here. I'm going to cut this right off here, this silver skin. And that's it. And you'll notice every time I cut this into this meat, I'm cutting this against the grain, okay? Alright, guys, so that's our top round. We are going to take this over to the lem slicer. I hope you got something out of the video, guys. If you have any questions, I always get back to all the questions in the comment section. Post your comment. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you might have, guys, okay? So listen, we're going to get back to you guys later. We're going to do another video on, again, slicing this London Broil up into beef jerky slices to get this ready to do a marinade. Okay, guys? Hey, thanks for watching, guys. This is Keith the Fat Yankee. We'll see you in the next video.